You see, in life, the end should justify what you are doing now. I'm not talking in terms of, the negative part of that quotation. What I'm talking about here in terms here is, okay, where are you going to? I'm going to end up being a surgeon. Fine. Everything you are going to do now on that journey, it depends on that surgeon. If you are still young, that means physics, chemistry, biology is important in that journey. Maths, English are important in that journey. You want to be a barrister. That means you need to be good in English. I learned that literature should be there. I learned that government should be there. Obviously, you will need to know math and some other thing. I'm not really so versed in the art side. But whatever, once you know your end, which is the first discovery every man needs to make. Your end is actually your purpose. Once you discover your purpose, you need to begin to gather resources. You need to begin to put yourself together for you to be able to pursue it. As a life coach, I've met people who I asked, why are you doing this? They were just laughing. They were just laughing at me. They were just laughing back at me. So I said, see, I'm serious. I'm not joking. This your laugh is not funny. He said, I don't know. Why are you asking? I'm just 24. I'm just 30. I said at the age of 7, I decided I was going to be an electrical engineer. Today I'm an electrical engineer. At the age of 12, I saw a pastor I love so much, I said, I'm going to be a pastor. Today I'm a pastor. I saw people with great organization, I say, I'm going to grow to have great organizations. I have one of these wealthy men where I grew up, he had an estate. I said, I'm going to have estates. I'm on that project right now. Because without a purpose, you will not have a project. Your purpose will give birth to a project. And your project will direct where you put your energy, where you put your time, where you put your resources. But mind you, it's your purpose first. Your purpose is principal. Your purpose will drive you to go for mentorship. It will drive you to go for coaching. It will drive you to go for certification in the area of your assignment. The moment I knew I was going to be a communicator, going to be somebody who communicates to people, try to get across to people, that means I need to know so much, at least a little bit about everything. But first thing, I had to study communication. I bought one book authored by John Milton, a Briton. I read that book, went through it, I think it's an American. He's a theologian, he was an educationist, he was also a theologian in his time. So I bought his book on teaching, how to be a communicator. I studied that book, I got a note, I was reading it. It's difficult because it's not fiction. It's an academic book really, so it took me time going through, like I was going to do an exam. With my dictionary, I was understanding it a little bit by bit, like communication. And in the book, he taught how to manage a classroom. So I was wondering, I'm an engineer, I manage classroom, but I have classrooms today as a life coach. I organize classes. When I was doing that, right then when I was still young, in my early 20s, when I was reading that book, it did not connect what concerns classroom and my destiny as an engineer. But once I had this, burden in me that I'll be talking to people, I went to buy the book on communication, and classroom was part of it. So I studied classroom management when I didn't read education. As an engineering student, I was studying classroom management. See where I am today. After my first degree, I had to go get a postgraduate diploma in education. Now it was clear to me this is the market. I have to be talking to people. I have to be handling them like students. I had to coach them. So I had to go sharpen my skills. It's not that I can't do it without going there, but what will it... if I have the time to invest in getting better at what I do, why not? That is what you may need to do. Try get better at what you do. That is if you know what you should be doing. I'm just taking us back to where we need to start. You need to know what you should be doing. Your life will start when you know what you should be doing. Anything else you are doing until you know what you should be doing is a waste of your time, your space, your energy, and your money. You are just wasting everything you have. There is this satisfaction that will come upon your chest when you know why you are here, when you are in the place you should be, doing what you should be doing. That is the whole purpose for your being here. So trying to go back to where I started and trying to bring it to where we are now. Don't take the issue of destiny for play. Don't take the issue of your purpose for play. Just as our fingerprints are different, so are our purposes different. Even if our assignment and calling looks similar, look closely. There is something that differentiates it a bit, and that difference is what will stand you out. If you are able to find where you are different and begin to improve on it, that's what will stand you out. You cannot be a champion everywhere. You must be a champion somewhere. Everybody is a pastor, but Bishop Oyedepo is an expert in prosperity issue and faith, especially faith. Then you see Pastor Chris, I don't think there is any teacher more awesome than him right now in the face of the planet. He's an awesome teacher of the word. On any topic, he picks it, he just, it's so sweet. To hear him talking, you just sit down. You just fall in love with him every time you hear him talk. He's an awesome teacher. Then there are musicians. Now, you see the Hillsong group. There used to be Maranatha, there used to be Integrity Music, there used to be Praise Band. Different people have come and gone. Now it's Hillsong, and maybe they are already fading out. Another group is going to come. One time it was BB and CC, it was CC Winan, and just, so the stage is there. So when it is your stage, take it. CC Winan, they came with the kind of music that looks like secular, but so relaxing, and I loved the music. Then Kirk Franklin came. He was heavily criticized with the arrow, with the ghetto stuff. Do we call that their music now? They came. It was GP. When they sang that their GP thing, God's property, and and then Mary came. Awesome. They've left their mark because they found their point of difference. Your greatness is in your point of difference. It's not in similarity. You are not a copy. You are not a copy. You are unique. As long as you want to be a copy, somebody is missing on the planet. If you are a copy of somebody is missing. God did not make us copies of people. No matter how similar our roles are, there is distinction. There is distinction, no matter how similar. If Mata Munizi will sing a song, the same song, and Sinach sings the song, the same song, you will know that this is Sinach singing or this is Mata Munizi singing. Is that person in them that they are projected? And that's what stands you out. So what is your calling? What is your assignment? Are you a pastor? If you are just a pastor with no specific area of focus, nobody is going to be able to pick you out. We are not here for competition, fine. But we are here. And as long as we are here, we need to make our presence count. Competition or no competition, you need to make your presence count. And you are not making your presence count because you are competing with anybody. Because that is what you just have to do. So let me charge you, sit down and ask yourself, why am I here? Until the day you get answer to that question, which you can be guided to. A life coach will be able to guide you to that answer. There's a number on the screen, or numbers on the screen you can call if you need help on how to be guided to your purpose. You can visit our website. There are materials there you can read that will help you to be able to, find your way to your purpose.